Hi. You can probably hear me. Can't tell if it's recording or not, but it looks like it's recording. It's very briefly. I'm going to play the guitar, but my teeth aren't perfect. They're not perfect. No one's are. Some people are, some people aren't. But the point of it is I'm going to tell you about the circle game. It's tough to explain, but I've been in it before, but I don't know how to explain it. I'm just going to explain it, and then you'll figure it out, whoever's listening to it, because others know about it. The circle game is when you know you're in the game. It's called the game, possibly of life, but there's other people around you, basically. The birds, the bees, the trees, all of it. Even they could be in outer space, could be anybody, anywhere. It could be a noise, it could be anything, right? But I knew I was in the game yesterday. Again, I've been in the game, I may be done it 3, 4, maybe 5 times total. It doesn't matter, but I definitely was in the game yesterday. I didn't appear in the game yet today, but I was in the game yesterday for sure. So the game is, you know you're in it, basically, and you can get out of it. It's kind of like a nightmare when you wake up, but you're already in the game, in daylight, while you're awake. You're not asleep, basically. But I knew it early this morning. Right, I'm wearing this for a reason. It's just because my wrist is broken, but it just needs stabilizing. If I didn't have this, I wouldn't be wearing it, of course. If I didn't have a lower extremity problem, I wouldn't be in my position. I'd be out there running, basically, which I think basically was. I was walking at a very fast pace. I don't know what my rate was, but I was in the circle game yesterday. I knew it first time. Because I was standing right here, and I realized I was in the game right here. Even though this is water, very important for your body, but there's more to it. Other people know about it. It's a sense of, whoa, the world can revolve around only a few people, basically. So I'll just play a couple licks, but I can cover the whole book. I'm not the greatest guitarist ever, but I'm up there. Just because I know about the different parts of the game, basically. It's not really in the Bible, but it's in society. It doesn't even have to be written down in a book. It's kind of like ESP, but it's different. Now I know I'm missing a string, but I can play it without it. I can play it without my wrist on. I call it a wrist rocket, but it's not. It's not a wrist rocket like a slingshot. So the people going for planes know what a slingshot is for sure. They know how to. I studied engineering, so I know about the slingshot, NASA, and all that. They know about this. They studied engineering, of course. Hear how good that sounds, but you can't hear the full glory of the guitar without this thing turned up to a certain level. It's very simple. I won't turn it all the way up for sure. It'd be way too loud. If I had it all the way out with an extended thing, I could turn it all the way up, of course. That's why musicians, they run around with the chords all the time now. Not with those antenna things. Oh. Some of them, the rich ones do it, not the smarter people, because it's casting us a signal back to whatever it is. This one's directly plugged into it, but the cord itself is broken. It still works though. That's why I have it plugged in upside down and backwards. Yeah, how good that sounds. Now I can do that easy. I've been doing this for years. I'm missing a string, so I can't hit all the chords. I could play any of this song, basically. I can't play without a D. That's easy chords for any guitars. Piano, I do the same thing. Here's what I was always doing. Obviously, I'm good looking. right? I'm handsome, I'm good looking, I'm cute, I have talent, obviously. I have money, obviously. Why can't I meet a girl of equal value to me? Stupid. I saw one, I was putting up my number. I'm like, here, call me on Instagram. Somebody calls me. Now they don't want to come over. One of these hot little 40-year-olds. Rich girl. One dude tells me, dude, you need a rich girlfriend. I'm like, yeah, don't we all? My friend, he's not even my friend. He tells me, dude, I'm not making any more friends because the girls are stalking me now. Yeah. Anyway. Sounds like evil, doesn't it? That chord. I played the Omen guitar, but it was somebody else's. I hated it. When you have the Omen guitar, you know you don't want it. You know, 666 is in the Catholic Bible. But when I went into a hotel room, I'm like, whoa, they got rid of the Gideon Bible. They don't put them in the hotel rooms anymore. They used to. But I can play without. I can do it on an acoustic, the same thing. Piano much louder. Oh, sure. We had a piano in our basement, but we got it for free. We had a free piano. Free. But that's not the point of it, because we got it from our own family for free. And I kept arguing with my mother and father one day. I'm like, why in the world would they sell their moving business? It would be worth millions. She's like, I know, why would they do that? My aunts and uncles, they sold them. Because they didn't want they didn't want the responsibility of the whatever. Either it was the taxes or the liability, but they didn't have taxes. It was in the 1800s. And my family goes all the way back to the Civil War. Or, I'm sorry, the Revolutionary War. I can't play the Ocean because I'm missing a string. I can play the easy ones with the top 3 strings. Jingle bells, it's snowing. I can play Jessica, but I'm missing a D string. It's tough to do, but I can play the bottom half of it, of course. I can't hit that chord because I'm missing a string. But don't forget, this has countless settings, of course. I mean, you can get a setting, load all those knobs on that thing. But guitar's nothing. I have a really nice setup, but I'm stupid. Dumb. I bought 2 of them now, and I don't need one. So now I'm trying to sell all my stuff. I can play the devil. I learned AC/DC, but they copyrighted it. I can play Ozzy, they copyrighted it. Looks easy, doesn't it? That's not easy. Looks good though, right? It's kind of like, looks good. B minor is still the best. The point is, it's a circle game. Why do you think cups are round. You can buy a square cup. It won't be the same because it doesn't fit your mouth. See how the contour of a cup matches your mouth? I could drink out of a square. Easy. I could put a coaster down. Why would I do that? Because sometimes you spill water. It's like it's snowing outside. Didn't even get my feet wet. But after I shoveled, I'm like, just about to play this thing at 12 o'clock. People were eating. I'm like, oh, let's plug it in right now and start ripping out whatever song. But I'm a great storyteller too. Just like all the priests. We have priests in our family. And they lived across from a Catholic church with a moving business. But they had horses from they must have had bought it in the 1800s. But they either had it in the 1800s or they just kept passing it down, right? So they had this huge, big enough to fit a truck in there. 2 of them, 2 trucks you could fit in their garage, right across from a Catholic church, right? They were very devoted Catholics. So one of them obviously took over the business, right? But it was long before I was born. Because when I was born, they closed it or gave it away, did something. Because they either passed it down through their family or they bought it when they bought the house. So somebody has to buy the house. And when they bought that house, it must have been like $5,000 for their house. Not today, they're not $5,000. My parents bought their house $13,000. Not today. That's in last century dollars, basically. And the previous century dollars. That's 2 centuries already. You think I learned from them? Oh, for sure. Every day. But I was the boy, the last one. They're like, oh man, we gotta sell the house. What are you taking? I took all their best stuff. The dining room table, the bureau, the silverware, not the silverware, but all the best furniture. They had to get rid of it. I took all the best ones. Recliner, dining room table, bureau, all the good stuff that I learned from my grandmother, aunts, uncles. We used to have huge parties, huge. I mean, bigger than even my smaller family. We used to have similar parties, but similar house, but a huge house. A huge ceiling, way up there. In the basement, disgusting. I was even afraid to walk down there. But I ended up doing it. They kept telling me, Mike, man, because I was Mike to them, because they were my aunts and uncles. They're like, Mike, that's your turn. You gotta go down and fix the wall. I'm like, what? I gotta fix the wall again? Because their basement leaked from their driveway. It was basically a 6-car driveway. Basically. But they sold the moving business. To sell a moving business in the city of Philadelphia, they were making money. They had a piano, obviously. Huge kitchen table. They put an extension on their back of their house because they didn't have a washer and dryer. No washer and dryer. I was like, how do you do that? What do you mean, how do you do that? Look, I'm showing you how they did it. Then they figured it out, how to do it. And they're showing me how you do it. That's how you do it. It's like, what do you think? You use soap, and you use water, and you use one of those things, and you have to do it by hand with soap and water. Because they had a stationary tub, and then they eventually got a washer. But they never got a dryer. As far as I know. Because they used to have a clothesline out their back. More better because it was adjacent to the garage, right? So when you looked at the side of the garage, you knew the side of the garage. And they had this little alleyway between the garage and their basement. I mean, their back door, which only I knew. You had to lock it. Very tough with the locks in the winter, and it rusted because we only had certain keys. They kept them right near the door, so I knew where it was because they didn't want any other neighbors sneaking in. They fenced off barbed wires, even for the ones next door that could get right in. The ones next door weren't the most. They were friendly as hell, but they weren't as honest as I guess you would say as their family, but they had criminals in their family basically. I think, I'm not sure. The whole street was dangerous. I used to walk down, but even when I got older, obviously I wasn't afraid because I was old. But when we were a kid walking down there alone, they even had a grocery thing on the corner. It wasn't grocery; it was fresh vegetables. And we had to walk to the corner to get it. All the people in Philadelphia must have known. Of course. They must have done it, but they had a house which is central to the law because they had a train running past them all the time in the back. Yep, they had a train running in their backyard. The driveway, which they didn't have a car access to. They had an alleyway that went all the way down that paralleled the train tracks. Get back there. There was a way to get back there with a car, but you wouldn't want to drive it. They had no reason, because I used to drive their cars. Oh, they only had one car. One car. They're like, no, can you drive us to the grocery store? I'm like, what? Come on. Can you drive us to the mall? What? Instead of going to the mall, guess where they wanted to go? Way out in Delaware County. Not in Philadelphia, because they knew the city of Philadelphia wasn't worth it. They all worked there. They worked one of them worked in the Wanamaker's building. Men's clothing, of all things. A girl in men's clothing. That's my aunt for you. And she was the last one to survive, and that's why she put all my name on those E-bonds are right here. But they're still worth money. It's only $1,000. Only $1,000, I just said. You know how much $1,000 is worth? It's not getting any more interest. Tried to cash them. Nope, you're not allowed. So now they're just sitting there making no interest. Why do you think I'm wearing a face mask? It's mandatory in this house. Plus, it's just mandatory outside right now because the air quality's bad. It's bad all around us. Everywhere that I saw on that map, it's bad. It's even worse because this guy's burning a fireplace. Now you know what the circle game is, right? Yeah, go ahead and play the Squid Game. You'll love it. Go ahead and play Pokemon. You'll love it. Go ahead and do your little games outside. You'll love it. Then you realize it wasn't worth it. When I first showed up over here, in high school, I'm like, wow, no problem. Jeez, wow. I just got here. It's freezing cold. I pick up my Frisbee for the first time. It says Montgomery County Government on it. I go, wow. Threw it. One throw. Way up. Immediately I hit it dead center on a pole. It broke completely straight in half. It was just an amazing throw. I mean, it was an amazing throw because I threw it not to hit the pole. I just wanted to see how far I could throw it. Which I could probably throw 60, 80 yards at one point. Like, I used to kick off during Ultimate Frisbee. I'm like, dude, man, it's your turn to kick off. I'm like, just give me the Frisbee. You ever hear of B minor, B Mike? Hey, Kester. Pretty Woman. I can write riffs and just create songs out of little riffs. That little riff, I could write a whole song like that. Now you don't see me anymore. But now you see me again, right? Just like Jesus. But Jesus had to be the devil. So I'm the devil. You know why I say that? Because I have a red light out on front. One side's green and one side's red. But whoever gave the red side means they're bad. It's not like red light, green light, yellow light, stop. When they mark you as red, that means you're the devil. And believe me, God was the devil. He cast us all out. That's the story of the Bible. God is the devil. Not the dog. The dog is not the devil. God itself is the devil. It's a simple concept to understand. That's why we go like this. Yeah, because you have to practice cuffs. Yeah, you have to practice handcuffs of being tied, just like girls have to stand like this. So just like when you're playing soccer, you have to stand like this and cover your balls. I didn't even learn to play soccer until I was 27. I obviously had talent. I'm good looking. I'm marriable. I was already married. I'm seeking an annulment in a church. They don't return my email. I mean, what else could go wrong, right? I have a priest in my family who can marry me. I have a priest in my family that can bury me. He's not going to dig the grave, but he can say final rites. They cast him out because he had a sexual relationship with a girl. He took a vow of chastity and broke it. Now they're moving him around. Well, he moved him twice, but he's still a pastor of his parish. He's allowed to go to other parishes and call masses. He studied at the Vatican. I knew when he was there. His parents were extremely proud of him, I'm sure. His brother's not. His brother is an identical twin. You couldn't tell them apart. And so to this day, you probably tell them apart because I can tell one's fatter than the other. But they're both fat. Oh, hey, look how skinny I am. I mean, look, I'm skinny. Yeah, I'm down to the weight I was married in, but I want to stay at a constant weight. But to get married, I had to drop weight in a second. I did it in a second. When you get married and you have to put that belt on with the tux. See, it looks like I'm wearing one of those things around your neck. You know, like a priest. That's not a priest. This is how you wear a face mask. Remember during COVID, we had all these things. Now it's got the mask on. This isn't the 19 mask. That's why I have a black mask right here. I could double mask it. Why do you think I have this wrist pad on? Oh, today you want to go bowling, right? I'm playing a guitar. Sounds good though, doesn't it? These are easy. G. F. You know why you do F on a chord with this? Say, you can hold your finger up and say, yep, there's F, but you have to hold your finger up like really straight. I'm not giving the F the bird sign, I'm just giving what a guitarist uses to do a minor chord. If I put it down like that, it's major. Major, minor. But I can't do the hammer. I can do the hammer easy. I can tell it's right here. that's not on there. Now I drop my pen, which is easy to pick up. If I can put a piece of gum on my shoe, I can play with my shoes. I can play with my teeth. I can play with my gloves. But I don't have any love. Nobody loves me. That's what people keep telling me. Nobody loves me. Even my wife couldn't say, "Oh, I love you." I used to tell her every morning, "I love you." She goes, "I know." That's sad, isn't it? And do you think her future husband loved her? Oh no, that's a sad statement from your ex-wife. I say to her every morning, "I love you." She goes, "I know." Why do you think my name starts with I and ends in no? You know, I told you what the circle game is. Now, if you don't think I'm a Marion part, it's extremely wrong. I'm rich, semi-famous. I could have made millions of dollars already, but why did I not want it? I didn't want anybody to know I ever played the guitar. That's the honest truth. I didn't want any of my neighbors to know it. I could make a game. I was a pitcher, catcher, shortstop, third base, second base, first base, left field, center field, right center field, quarterback, free safety, tight end. What do they call a soccer person up front? Striker, goalie, left halfback, left middle back, center forward, all the soccer positions. Swimmer, diver, quad winner in swimming and diving. That means you win in diving, you win all sweep 3 events in swimming. He used to beg me to come to the meets on to win points. I'm like, what? I'm not showing up. Captain of the bowling team. Coach men's soccer, men's softball, co-ed softball, co-ed, no, I didn't coach co-ed soccer, but I could have. Referee. What other accomplishments? Fulfill my parents' dreams. What else did I fulfill? I didn't fulfill my dream yet, but I made other dreams come true. I've granted miracles. Not many, maybe 3 or 4, but I did it. What else did I do? Save people's lives. Somebody saved mine, so I'm grateful for that. Mentored people, trained people, interviewed people, worked all the major jobs that I could. Bought a house, sold it, made money, so I know real estate. Been through the bad and the worst, seen the bad and the worst of all of people. I can see it online, I can see it out my front door, I can see it on the street. Been run over, hit by a car, hit by people in the face, spit at, laughed at, humiliated. Yet I'm still here. You not think I'm gonna cry? Crying is a human emotion. Why do you think I'm wearing a face mask? Air quality's bad. And why can't one dude tell, dude, you need a rich girlfriend? Hey, no kidding. They're all taken, right? There's the rich ones looking for the poor boys. Looking at this dynamite 34-year-old. No, she was maybe 18 or so. I was 34. She was 18. Lifeguard beauty. She's like, whoa, shit. Whoa. Can you do that again? She's watching me swimming and diving. And then they outlawed boards. Put an insurance clause for boards. Judge diving. That's a tough one to do. Little girls diving and boys diving. Swim parties, hot tubs, men's naked locker room, women's locker rooms sometimes, but it's disgusting. Nobody wants to look at women's locker rooms now. Swam in the river, swam in the ocean, swam in pools, 50 meter, 100 meter, 50 meter, 25 meters, set records, maybe one swimming record, but it still was up on the board. Obviously, I set diving records, not many, but a couple. Won championships, first place. That's tough to do in diving. Do you think any girl wants to marry me? Why would they? I don't have a ring. Yeah, even the dude online has a ring, but he's not going to make it long. So his wife's going to be a widow soon. If he makes it barely, he's lucky. Even though he's not really my friend, he's just from the same borough. Disgusting. Disgusting. We all knew it was disgusting then. So I managed it. But the fact is, when you inhale that pollution, inhale the smoke, I just start spitting up this stuff. People wonder why I spit so much. I'm not spitting the black stuff right now. If you stand outside, you will. Not only from his chimney, but from the air quality. Stand next to that guy's tailpipe right now, you'll smell it and you'll ingest those fumes. If you worked at a gas station, you'll smell it and you'll ingest those fumes. Why do you think I have this ball? It's got nothing on it. No, it doesn't. It's got something written on it. See what it says? It's for this is a multiple position job. Even though I can take off my hat, I'm a cue ball. I got it because it was for free, but what it all says on there is very meaningful. They provide help. Not to me, they do. Told the lady twice. Oh, well, I have a list of resources. Yeah, no problem. Oh, no, we can get you all the help you need. Oh, that's no problem. All I have to do is call the next girl and get a case file open for you. Then, with the other girl is the same thing. They both work for this, which means they both were once drug addicts. Right? So I still have my fentanyl thing, which I wanted to get back. It's probably right here. Looks like it's gone, but I would have disposed it properly. Here's all my all the stuff, which is good. So I bought one of those yesterday, which is in that thing. I'm going to use that later, sure. Even though it's not, the sun's not out today, but it's still free light. I knew that I had to buy it yesterday, even though it was only, I think it was on sale, but it wasn't on sale. But basically, I was like, oh no, I got to charge it first. And it came pre-charged. It's right over there. But I broke one of them on installation because I was so windy with it. I'm like, oh no, I'm just going to keep doing it out there. Yes, it was like, Broke. So I fixed it with one of these. It's the only thing I had. That's what an engineer does. Sad, isn't it? Standing here, perfectly marriageable. Nobody wants me. Sad. You want my phone number? Put your phone number in here, and I'll call you. Put it in the comment. I'm gonna upload it. I'll call you.